Hi, Cameron.
Hi, Murtaza.
Is Turkey currently in a buy zone?
Very good question. Let me first of all define what a buy zone is. If you look at dynamic markets, real estate markets all around the world, you will see that there are always cycles. Turkey's cycles come every 7 to 8 years. Since 2015, Turkish real estate prices accelerated and grew almost in an unprecedented way. In Turkish lira terms, Turkish real estate prices grew by over 1,000% since 2015. Of course, when you look at Turkish lira, that's not an easy thing to understand because Turkish lira fluctuates quite considerably against hard currency. So once we remove the currency fluctuations out of the equation, then we are left with round about 20% per annum. This is year on year price increases since 2015 all the way up to middle of 2023. So this is almost an 8.5 year time window where Turkish real estate prices increased 20% year on year. Well, like everything else in life, Murtaza, what goes up has to come down. Now, that also was accelerated by the macroeconomic policies that post-2023, May 2023 elections, the general elections, Turkey imposed with very high interest rates in order to combat escalating inflation that was going, well, that had already gone out of control. What happened is they almost killed the domestic demand for goods and services, primarily for real estate. So a lot of these factors combined in and factored in together with the cycles, 7-8 year cycles that naturally brought Turkish real estate prices to a very high level, meaning a slowdown, a cooling off period had come. We moved into slowing down period of Turkish real estate. From 2023 May all the way up to 2024, very early 2024, this year, we've seen prices slowly coming down. By now they've come down by around 10% from the highs of 2023, come down by around 10%, 10 to 12%, which in my prediction is now the bottom. So the buy zone, as you asked, is now what we are experiencing. 2024 is Turkish real estate buy zone, after which there will be, without shadow of a doubt, a new wave coming in where we shall start seeing property prices going up again for the next wave, whether it will last 5 years, 7 years, or 8 years. I don't know, I can't really say, but certainly the next wave will hit us, will hit these shores, let's say, round about, my estimate is first quarter of 2025. So we now have a window of opportunity for savvy investors looking to maximize their returns in real estate investment of what I would say from now till about July, August this year. So we've got this 4 or 5 month window where the buy zone is in fact at its tastiest. This is where the graph is at its lowest point, after which there'll be the new wave coming in 2025. So this is Turkish real estate buy zone here and now. So I very much urge investors to come in and to start looking at good deals that we certainly can amass for them.
Okay, Cameron, we understand that. What does Private Turkey recommend its investors?
You mean in terms of real estate investment?
Yes.
Okay. when we analyze the dynamics of Turkish demographics, the economic situation in Turkey now, and the forecasts that we have for the next 5 to 10 years, our main recommendations can be summarized under 2 segments. Segment number 1 that we heavily recommend, by the way, I'm considering mainly Istanbul, where majority of the real estate transactions take place. So Istanbul being the financial and strategic hub, the heart of Turkey. The 2 segments we recommend heavily over and above anything else currently is affordable city center properties that offer higher than average rental income. So affordable city center with income, suitable for short-term lettings via Airbnb type ventures. Very important, that I'd like to underline. And the second segment that we are now getting behind for very, very good reasons is what we call the best of both worlds type location. And Göktürk, which is literally 15 to 20 minutes from where we sit right now in Bomonti, Şişli, and another 15 minutes to the international Istanbul airport, halfway house, so to speak, is our prime recommendation for our second segment, the best of both worlds segment. Now, if I was to start with the affordable city center with income segment, we have a brand we developed as Property Turkey to fit straight into the dynamics of that sector. Our brand is Sense, and it is coupled with Sense Reward, the income generating side, management and lettings side of it. We currently have 2 projects. Both are exceptionally centrally located, central to all the major landmarks of the city of Istanbul, and both are offered below market value. We are able to do so because we are the developers ourselves, and we have the finger on the pulse in terms of what level to offer in order to place our investors with maximum potential for the biggest gains in the next 5 years or of the cycle. These are Sense Levent in Kağıthane and Sense Şişli in central Şişli, literally 500 meters or so from our office here. So these kind of fill in a gap and provide a perfect solution. They're small 1 and 2 bedroom apartments geared for Airbnb style lettings. So very easy to do so. And we have our Sense Reward system that wraps them for full management and Airbnb lettings. So these are hands-off investments that will indeed maximize rental income. From my projections, we're looking at 6, if not 7% net rental income in investors' pockets, and also very strong capital appreciation with the next wave hitting us, my prediction, early to middle of next year. By the way, they will both be completed at the same time, so we kind of coincided that for the next wave. And then Göktürk, which we are also branding as Sense Göktürk. Göktürk, we are coining a term for Göktürk, which you shall understand why. We call it Istanbul redefined. It's such a strategic location, wrapped in nature, yet in the hustle and bustle of urban living of Istanbul. So you have the best of both worlds. You are never too far from any of Istanbul's major landmarks, business districts, Taksim, Şişli, areas like that, the Bosphorus, 10 minutes away. Yet, it's a beautiful, serene, tranquil family environment with all the facilities that you can think of. The very best of the facilities of Istanbul, in fact, almost handpicked and put in this beautiful nature-wrapped location still with the energy of the city. So these are our recommendations for 2024. And overall, I would strongly urge both investors and lifestyle buyers to come into the market this year. Do not miss this opportunity. Turkish real estate market is extremely vibrant. And towards the end of this year, interest rates, which are now hovering at around 50%, the bank base lending rate, Turkish Central Bank's lending rate is hovering around 50%, and inflation, the last recorded inflation at the end of February was 67%, which is colossal really, but down from 120% end of last year. So the first landmark has already been reached. Inflation is down, it is being combated. At the end of this year, very early next year, the government's target for inflation is around 30%. If this target is reached, and I'm confident that it will be, then interest rates will start coming down. In fact, the target is to start bringing interest rates down from the third quarter of this year. So when that happens, and there are a few other stimulus packages that are being discussed, some really interesting ones actually, the government will start pushing them into the market with lower interest rates, lowered cost of borrowing. Turkish buyers, domestic buyers, who are very, very quiet right now, causing in fact the low in the graph, the low in the property market, they'll come out to play. And once that happens, in an 85 million population country, 20 million of which live in Istanbul, with heavy demand toward real estate, prices will start going up again. We will very quickly see the market picking up, the market becoming exciting, colorful, demand will start going up. We will start, our telephones will start ringing here, like one after another, like we had 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So those days will be back here kind of early next year. So your time to come into the market to take advantage of the buy zone is today. Do not miss this opportunity. Call us. Let's talk about your needs. Let's talk about your lifestyle and investment requirements. And our team here shall do their best to assist you.
Thank you very much.
Do you like that?
I like it.
Very good.